Hi, welcome back to my channel. This book review is for A Plot Most Perilous by Genevieve Essig. It's a Cassie Gwynn mystery number 2. It's a Bookouture publication and it came out on April 1st. Today's date is, I think, the 3rd. And I read this book a few days ago, but I'm just getting to making a few video book reviews, including this one. And here we have it's 1883, so it's a historical cozy mystery. So you can kind of say it crosses genres because it's historical fiction, but it's also cozy mystery, so therefore it's a historical cozy mystery. Now this is the second book, as I mentioned. I read the first one last year, and that was what was that one? Oh, A Deception Most Deadly. Now, I'm going to move this back so I can put these papers down. What I mentioned, I think, in one of my videos, I don't remember which one, we as readers and reviewers, we try not to judge a book by its cover. However, when I saw the cover to A Deception Most Deadly on NetGalley, I clicked it immediately because the cover was so I would say creative, because it's not a photo, it's not people, it's just like a drawing, a painting, but it's also very sharp, and it was the cover that enticed me to want to read Deception Most Deadly. And then I got A Plot Most Perilous. A Plot Most Perilous came up in my queue, and I knew there was going to be several reasons why I was going to read A Plot Most Perilous. The first one is because it's the second book in a series that I started. The second reason I would say is because I was requested to do so for a blog tour. And the third reason is, we're going to talk about that cover. I love these covers. So while I'm talking to you, I will have both of them up there. I will have the cover for A Deception Most Deadly as well as the cover for A Plot Most Perilous. And I review hundreds and hundreds of books for Bookouture. I probably could even I'm just going to pull up my blog to tell you how much I love Bookouture, okay? I'm going to go to Blogger, and I'm going to put Bookouture in the search, and it populates to, why didn't you bring anything up? Wait a minute. I don't know why it didn't. It brought up all 1,700 blog posts, but obviously there's not. I'm going to try one more time. I'm just curious. I might have to go to my actual blog and not Blogger. Okay, so we're going to go to the blog because Blogger's not helping me. That's a fail. Okay, so let's go to this search field. Okay, now we populate about 200. Sorry about that notification. About 200 Bookouture titles that I have reviewed since I began reviewing. And I don't want to scroll because I would think that Blogger would give me a number, but for some strange reason it didn't. And why am I saying that? Because when I go to NetGalley, when I'm scrolling through books that I want to review, I can almost recognize the publisher by the book cover. I can recognize the publisher by the book cover. The cover art tells me who the publisher is. And 99 times out of 100, I'm correct. So when I saw A Deception Most Deadly and A Plot Most Perilous, I think they have a different artist. And I love this artist. And it makes this book appeal to me that much more. But let's talk about the book itself. Like I said, it's a historical, cozy mystery. Now, again, I think I mentioned a year, but it's America 1883. Now, Cassie Gwynn, who is our amateur detective, is a bookworm and a cat lover, and she has successfully solved a murder. So, when something happens, like there's a performance that's about to happen on stage, but the lead actor is found dead. Okay? His name is William Gage. Well, is that enough for Cassie to say, oh well, Cassie in the cast, to say, we're going to let the police handle this, forget the show, we're just going to let it go? Or does Cassie say, no, we're going to get to the bottom of what happened to William Gage, and we want the show to continue? Now, Cassie is determined that the show must go on, but what's more is she eschews convention. She does not pay attention to convention. And when I say that, we're talking about the time. It's 1883, okay? But now this play is about to take place in the theater, and she wants the show to go on, but what's more is she's not going to listen to the police, even though there's somebody on the police force that Cassie is rather fond of. And I like that storyline that's slowly being built up. So she gets there and she's facing danger. I don't think you're going to read a single cozy mystery, single title or series where the protagonist, the main protagonist, does not face danger. It comes hand in hand. An amateur sleuth is always going to face danger. It's just, call it a trope, call it a repeat, but guess what? We're talking about one of my favorite genres here, so I can accept the fact that Cassie faces danger. Now, I love this book. She's with her Aunt Flora, and the book does give us some more of Cassie's backstory. And I want to talk about her backstory for a minute. In the previous book, Cassie came to stay with her Aunt Flora because her father had been killed. And now when she met her Aunt Flora in the first book, she met her in jail. Yes, her Aunt Flora had been arrested. So fast forward to this book, the second book in the series, and Cassie is determined to find out what actually happened to her father. And in the process of trying to discover what happened to her father, she does receive a packet of stuff, or of things, I should say, that kind of start to make her ask more questions about his death. So while we have the murder of William Gage on this hand, we have Cassie's trying to solve the mystery of her father's murder on that hand. So she really is becoming a super sleuth. And that is a plot most perilous. Yes, I wax poetic about the book cover. I love the covers. I really do. But I also love cozy mysteries, and I love historical fiction. So you throw all that together, and you have a delightful heroine who does not take no for an answer. And then you factor in a stage play and actors who are rather, irritating, and the way that stage people were in that time, and probably maybe still are today. And then you have that danger that lurks around Cassie as she looks for answers. So that is a plot most perilous, and hopefully if you like cozy mysteries as much as I do, you may want to read this one. All right, that's it. Bye-bye.